Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to make your laptop faster on ACER Predator 17. And in opposition to all the other laptops, here you can do way more than on other laptops, because besides a few steps that I'm gonna show you that are typical like changes in the system that you can make to make your laptop faster, there are things that you can do that are connected with Predator itself. So let's begin with that. If you go to start, then you should be most probably able to find Predator Sense. But if you don't have it, then simply go to a browser and we're gonna download it, because it'll let us do way more than on any other laptop. So let's just search for ACER, ACER.com. It'll be fine, I guess. I will need to change the language. I'm just gonna change it in the link at the top. Yeah, so on the ACER website you should go to support. Okay, never mind, I just need to, I think, change the language manually, unfortunately. Yeah, and now let's go to the support, as I said, and at the very top you have the place that you can type in either your serial number or SNID, and they are both on a sticker at the bottom of your laptop. So that's what you should look, that's where you should look for the sticker. And I have a picture of it. I'm not gonna flip the laptop over right now because it's quite heavy, but as you can see here, this is the sticker, and I have the serial number and the SNID. I'm gonna type in the SNID because it's shorter and it'll give me the same exact information. Okay, I might have entered it wrong. No, there's a problem with the ACER website, and I've already had this problem, so I'm just gonna pause the video and get back to you when I'm on the website. Okay, all I had to do is just change the browser. Yeah, I hate Microsoft Edge for that, it never works. But I'm there, I've entered the SNID, and it has found my exact model, because even if you have Predator 17 like me, you may have a different revision. You can see here it says it's the G5793, and in your case it can be absolutely different. So now you should scroll down until you find application and find Predator Sense. Download it, and once it's downloaded, in a short while, you should be able to simply open that. And then it opens a zip folder. So before you start installing it, you should click on Compressed Folder Tools, Extract All, and click on Extract. Now it'll open a new window with the extracted file in it. Then go into the folder and click on Setup. Double click actually. Then click on Yes and wait a moment. Now accept the license agreement, which you should read most probably. Then start installing it. I'm gonna close what's below it because I don't really need that anymore. Okay, it's finished. So let's click on that. And now we should find the Predator Sense right here. I'm gonna open that up. You can see it opens the Predator app. And here we can do a few things. I'm gonna close that window. And first of all, this option, which I'm gonna show you right now, should be only enabled when needed. If you don't need it, then go back to normal. But if you need a higher speed for a game, for whatever, use either faster or even turbo, which will make CPU and GPU run at a higher frequency, but it uses more power and makes your device produce more heat. So you probably don't want that if you're just searching the web. But if you want to play games, then feel free to even turn on the turbo. You will see how the CPU and GPU frequency rises, but it will raise if you are doing something. It doesn't really always raise if you're just like sitting there doing nothing, although you can see it has raised a bit. And there are also things like in the settings, you'll see maximum fan speed. Of course, it's quite loud, so you probably also don't want that if you're just browsing the web. But if you're playing games, you maybe just don't care about the loudness of the fans, but want a better air cooling efficiency, which is provided by the fan speed. So if you put it on maximum, then the laptop won't have something called thermal throttling, which happens when there's too much heat on the processing units. And yeah, now I can hear the fans a lot, but it'll probably cool down my device quite great. And if I disable it, if I don't need it anymore, then the fans will start slowing down. You can see they were over 5,000 RPM, which are rotations per minute. And yeah, I'm gonna go back to normal now. Then let's go to some other things which we can find in, first of all, in settings. Yeah, you should go to system, then find power and sleep, or no, I'm used to like Windows 11, so yeah, if you go to additional power settings here, then you can click on change plan settings, I believe, or no, let me find that. Okay, I don't think it's accessible on Windows 10, or if I click on changing power mode. Okay, I know now. So if you click on the battery, you can change the battery to either best battery life, which may make your device a bit slower, then better performance, but it's like, actually it's balanced here. It's a balance between the battery life and the performance, and if you put it on best performance, then your device will run faster but will use more power. Now another thing is right click on the taskbar and go to Task Manager. Now you may need to click on more details and go to Startup. Now you can see there's not too much apps, but you may see a bit more, and if there's something that these things are basically, if they have status set to enabled, they will automatically turn on themselves once you turn on your laptop. And things connected with security or OneDrive, which backs up your data, are pretty important to have them turned on from the beginning of, like, every time you turn on your laptop. Some other things that you don't really understand the name of also should be left enabled, but if there's something like Discord, Steam, Spotify, or anything else that is on this list and has status set to enabled, and you decide not to use it every time that you turn on your laptop, or just decide to turn it on by yourself without really needing for it to be turned on automatically, you can simply right click on that thing and disable it, and then you can still turn on that app manually, but it won't turn on itself, and that takes an effect on the boot up time, the login time, and the overall time that you need after starting your computer, between starting your computer and actually using it fully without any lags and problems. And since we also are in the task manager, we should go to performance, because I'm gonna show you an example. But before I do that, I'm gonna explain that if you want to do something on your laptop that requires more power and you have lots of unnecessarily opened apps in the background, including those that have opened themselves up automatically and you just don't use them and they are still in the background, but also the ones that you have opened yourself but you don't need them at the moment, like let's say several tabs in a browser, or just some other apps, some communicators, maybe some Discord, Spotify. If you're not listening to music right now, it's better to close it because it still uses some resources on your computer to run in the background even if you're not using it at the time. And I'm gonna show you that on an example of a browser. If I open a browser and open several tabs, for some I know it may look like a lot of tabs, but honestly I tend to open even more by myself when I'm actually doing something. And yeah, so we have all these tabs, and now if I go to the task manager, you can see how the CPU raises, how the memory has raised. Of course I have lots of memory, so it doesn't really matter as much, but if you have lots of different apps and different tabs in browsers and stuff, then you can see when I close the browser how the memory usage drops immediately. And that's what's important. And just keep your apps closed if you don't need them opened. And this is basically it. Also, another thing is to have your laptop plugged into power if you want better performance, and it's because Windows laptops tend to run better when they have external power source plugged in because they have just more power to run. They can run off the battery and off the power source at the same time, or just power source supplies more power than the battery itself at a time. And also it's worth restarting your laptop from time to time, so don't worry to hit on that restart every few days and you should be fine. That's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.